Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, he's so bad. Reaches everything. The rich murder is defeated. The save for sovereigns. Captain's cabin for something unusual. Well, let's see. Someone stewed gossip. Well, I mean, the cabin door did not survive the onset of your guns, nor did the captain. You have to tread carefully, the carpet will not be saved. A few scorched documents sit on the bronzewood desk. They make for interesting reading. Apparently London had need of a few brave captains willing to bring fire to the Tacitais. You would not have expected the signatories of the orders. We're a bit low on supplies. We also could sell ammunitions actually on Port Prosper instead. Now let's do that. We resupply and head in other direction. Because ours, I have no idea where to sell for profitable sum. Oh, except Winchester. And I still haven't talked to everybody. I should do it. With my officers. We are safe. Huh? Unsettled dreams. Let's see. Problem with the crew again? That night, your sleep is peppered with uncomfortable dreams. The sky of your dream is blazing gold. It's peppered, no, crowded with suns. Suns piled on suns, like the groats in the miser's hoard. Huh? Their light floods you. It shines through skin and blood and meat, picking out your branching veins and the slender pillars of your bones. Is there no more to you than this? You wake. Sick company. What the? Your engine is mostly crewed by the living? You can crew undead? That's cool. I want the ship of undead. That would be sick. Conversation, tea, perhaps a biscuit, those fundamental human things that help us forget numinous moments like this. Commit your dreams to the captain's log. Trap the dream like a fly in amber. Make sense of the dream. It knows at you. It recalls certain eerie tales you have heard in the sky. Perhaps they fit together like the pieces in a precious puzzle. Trade 3 tales of terror or a vision of the heavens. You will gain terror. Vision of heavens. What do I get for trapping a dream though? Tales of terror maybe? I feel like make sense of the dream is the best option. Well, unless you don't want to get any terror. Yes. Alright. Just 5. A glimpse of the workings of the world. How neatly the tales and your dream fit together, but the revelation is not a satisfying one. It only hints at something grander and more terrible still. Because if these awful things are true, then the world that permits them must be more awful still. Oh yeah. Wait a second, you just... No. I thought that just needed one. It's a good price. Really great. New bargains in 21 days. Oh yeah, officers. What about our devil? There is nothing new. Mascot. Your Blemigan Voyager perches on the back of a chair in the bridge. It is gazing through one of the stained glass windows. Is it bored? Awestruck? Searching for something? Prod your Blemigan. Its focus is elsewhere. You are sure to startle it. Just as your hand closes on the Blemigan, it reaches a tendril out and gently bats your arm away. None of that, it conveys. It hasn't even turned to face you. Okay. But navigator, oh, great. Can actually use this tea on him. The navigator is rarely in his cabin. He's popular with the crew, and card games and drinking sessions occur spontaneously in his presence. He's of course never the Instigator. Get to know the fortunate navigator. Often... Well, we could start with converse first. It's important to keep an eye on the well-being of your crew, starting with your first officer. I'm settling in nicely, thank you, Captain. I've got a good crew here, and a sharp one. The navigator already has visited every crew member at their station. Okay. He often recounts escapades from his last engine, but rarely shares anything from before that. Perhaps a quiet cup of tea will draw him out. A quiet appreciation. He clears his desk for the tea set by sweeping papers to the floor. I'll tidy it up afterwards. The condition of his cabin casts doubt on that. I grew up a servant of the Eagle Khan's ambassador to London. His son Alton befriended me. I'd climb out the attic window to race urchins together. A wistful note enters his voice. We never won. The navigator trickles. Slowly, gradually flow in a small stream. Okay. The navigator trickles a spoonful of sugar into his cup, then another. Could we stop at London? He steers and steers the tea. Alton died. I couldn't even be at the funeral. I want to say goodbye, but I'll need to speak with his parents first. Wish I knew where London is. You are a navigator, you could tell me, for example. What am I paying you for? Okay, princess. Looks like we have everything for a conversation. From the tiara crest brow downwards, there is nothing about the incognito princess that is not incandescent. She is like the sun and about as dangerous to anything in the vicinity. Wherever the princess goes, she looks around with a surplus of curiosity and a complete lack of care. Prove oneself a feat confident. While she seems incapable of discerning between the two, the incognito princess seems intrigued by any mention of daring do and abyssal horror. The truth revealed. Thrilled by your tales, the princess invited you to her quarters. I have a secret, she says, removing her tiara before donning a second, more expensive tiara. I am Queen Victoria's daughter, she says. I trust your discretion. It is a considerable ask. This must be the captivating princess, the daughter of Victoria, who dwells in a miasma of rumors of excess, ranging from red honey to ranging from red honey and cannibalism. Red honey, a drug. Was it in the first game? There was some drug in the first game, but I can't recall what was it. It was somehow connected to like a tiger clan. And I think it was something red too. Maybe it was honey too. And they've extracted it from either dreams or thoughts from people's brains, basically. Okay, half asphyxiated starling has somehow found its way aboard. It flies to her hand. Starling? She pets it gently. One in traveling to broaden one's mind before one takes on a new role. It would be a delight to meet with the engineers who keep the internal ball of perdurance tick-tocking away. She smiles. You find yourself outside. Incognito Princess seeks something new at Perdurance. I guess it's support. No, that's something else. Why is she traveling? Ambition. For change, she says, with a smile. After all, I'm a princess. The ambition of any princess worthy of the name is not to remain so. A statement of intent. We should go to London. I have always wanted to open a salon. My sister has one. I should too. Her gaze is unblinking, but she does not press the issue further. She will generate cryptic benefactors for you while on second match. Okay. And my other first officer wants to London too. Okay, I guess I've talked to everybody. Let's move on then. Could buy seeds. Not sure. No, let's not. Let's just continue. I'm kinda going on exploring here a bit. So who knows what we can find along the way. Also, if I find munitions, I need more space. We got munitions from a wreckage. How's this? might have went a lot more art for bottom parts, like for layers of it. What is this place? Just completely empty. Great. What a waste. Still not haven't discovered how this world transitioned from sea to sky. Okay, I think this is murder. Oh my god, there's a bunch of them. Okay, got one. What? Come on, we're in the middle of a fight, what are you doing? Discontent. A junior signaler receives a dose of medical port in the infirmary. He saw a corpse in the window. Probably was a corpse of murder crew member we just killed. I don't know why he's so surprised. Should be happy. Oh fucking. Fresh loot. Unusual items. Weaponry. Weaponry? Oh, can I get my hands on something, on a new gun this way? Be prepared to board the buckled wreckage poised to plunder the plunderers. The bridge is in ruins, the hull is crumpled, but its main gun has survived, and engineering crew could remove it intact. This will give you a small weapon that you can equip while in dock, or sell to an equipment shop. Okay. Sounds good. Ooh. Murder mangonel. A rare find. Your crew returns in one piece and bearing the spoils of your victory. It was alright devil to remove, Captain, says the lead engineer. Hope you'll make good use of it. The Monitor cannon launches chunks of jagged, superheated rock via a brutally basic mechanism. Simple, ruthless, effective. SRE. Range 750. Is this... Yeah, this is for the main slot. Okay, the same range, better damage, higher heat. What's my heat capacity? 100? Not sure. Oh wait, it might tell me where to find munitions actually. Have this prospect. The chairman of the Windward Company is looking to outfit a dozen more engines. Up to 3 carefully packed. Yeah, possible lies. Okay. Actually, it doesn't tell me anything except that Prosper needs munitions. I don't know, maybe it's better. Yeah, I think it's better. Like, I would just have to aim a good shot and shoot like 2 times, then dodge. Come on. Easy. More gossip. If it's just going to be gossip, maybe I should go for a coin, I don't know. Unusual cargo. All repair. Stamped and carefully sealed, it is heavy as a dead man's weight. Solid crate. It's a barrel of unseasoned hours. God damn it. More space. It takes a wretch and your strongest stalker to lever off the lid. When at last the crate opens with a heavy thud, your crew gasps. Inside the lustrous saltine crystals of ground hours, mined and refined for commercial use. This is the final product of London's greatest and most precious enterprise. Alright. I mean, you make it sound like a good catch. And I really need to move to Winchester now. Low on supplies, low on fuel, terror is terrible, and I need to relieve myself of a bunch of stuff. Let's see, maybe we have some port that exports munitions. No. Well, we could hop to Port Avon, then buy some more souls, and get to Winchester. Is it murder? Yeah. God damn it. Again, a dead body. Stop whining. You babies. Discipline. The crewman returns sheepishly to duty but continues to jump every time debris clangs on the hull. It is debris, you are almost certain. Really not the best time for complaints. Well, a free loot maybe? Let's repair hull instead. It costs money. The crew go to work eagerly, vaulting out into the bright tools at the ready. The stripping of the murder is slow and painful work. They are cobbled together of stone parts. Finding suitable fits for your own engine is a process of trial and error. Many of your crew will have lost friends, family, lovers to murderers. It speeds the work. Man, stop with the terror. I really don't have a big capacity for it. that's the Canton carry. Okay, and it's already dead. Was it like 3 shots? Oh, and I can get a trophy too. For a hunting club. Lose terror, fuck. Kinda need that. Hunting club can wait. So wait, the Canton carry are lumbering, half fossilized isopods that will attack anything they disapprove of. Given that they are very ancient and murderously grumpy, that means almost everything. The defeated Canton carry has been blasted to smithereens, only a cloud of stony chunks remain. Disperse the rubble. The fragments could be a menace of passing engines. Clear it out of the way as a service to other skyfarers. Come on, why it never shows you how much terror it relieves? It would really help to evaluate the action. You gently shunt the larger pieces away. The crew are heartened to be doing something for the general good. Up. Fuck. That was dumb. Like, I bumped into leaves that are not even supposed to be near the sky level, not water level. A pleasant breeze wafts through the village, making even its pricklier residents relax their guard and welcome guests. Interesting. Oh, wait a second. Munitions in here. Fuck. Well, goddamn. Should I still go to Winchester, and then come back to this route and buy, and then go to Fort Prosper? Because I have a lot of terror, and going to Winchester might help. Pleasant breeze. Only a little, but enough that even a visiting stranger can enjoy their bonhomie. Round of cricket, cheap fuel. 2 fuel for 20 sovereigns, that's cool. Is this a choice? Or can I do everything? Let's start with games because I need to lose terror. The endless match. Nobody seems to remember how long this game has been going on, just that the score is now almost a formality. You play your part and points are scored, yet by the time you leave it is no closer to the end. Nobody seems to mind. It is, after all, cricket. Yeah, that was one time thing. Recruit the Rat Brigade. Oi! Down here! 3 rats glower up at you from below the table, where spilled beer has trickled down to form a rat reachable puddle. Okay. This will get you chief engineers who will increase... Oh, they are engineers. I thought they would be mascots. Who's my chief engineer right now? Driver. Fails by 6, iron by 2. Affiliation villainity. Huh. Weird that this guy is iron and not Bales. A new beginning. The smallest, most scared rat is called Cinders. She introduces her companions. Ace. She indicates the rat wearing goggles. He's my second. Patronella, our mechanic. She gestures towards a rat with the glossy fur. And that's it. And this is our agent, provocateur, Albert. The rat inclines his head. We need a locomotive. These battle-hardened rats are all that remain of the rat regiment, a mercenary company active in the early days of the Winchester War. Used to be a dozen of us, the best sappers around, says Cinders. Now look at us. Her whiskers twitch. Time for that later. We'll pay, comrade. Alright. One of them is straight up naked. The Rat Brigade has made a mess of your galley. Straws, bits of blanket and patches from damaged uniforms have been gathered into a makeshift nest. In contrast, tiny notebooks, battered derringers and hip flasks that are not as small as you might expect are stored in care, stacked in a corner away from prying hands. Spend time with the Rat Brigade. They can be a riot if they are in the mood. Rats in the locomotive. The Rat Brigade are playing cards. All chief engineers like to just play poker all day long. Cinders is cheating, and they like cheating too. By means of mirrors concealed in the sleeves of her uniform, a spring-loaded trap, and brazen card counting. Albert and Patronella have devised a surreptitious drinking game around each new display of bad sportsmanship. Red Brigade has made a mess of it, yeah. Well, let's talk. With one savage secret. Missing numbers. Cinders lights a cigar. Our Sarge kicked the bucket in the blockade, but the night before told us he told each of us he'd left us something in a vault. Old sod must have been loaded. This is we need. The thing is, we need his account number to get it. He gave us part of it to each of us, so there'd be no thieving, hence our predicament. That last mission, our LT sold us out. Half the squad died, the rest scattered. We took the numbers of the dead, but we need to find the survivors of the company. Between us, we have the number, and we still have to find the vault. Cinders grinds her yellow teeth in frustration. Sarge kept some stuff at Carilone. Doubt it's the vault, but might be a clue. She cocks her head. 50 sovereigns for a trip to Carilone then? Okay, at least this place I know where to find. Ask them about Sarge. They're on a quest because of his bequest. What was he like? How did he die? The past unburied. Albert is polishing his clothes. Have I done Albert? Not sure. What was the first one? The first rat probably was Cinders, and I kinda messed it up. Sarge casts a long shadow. Here, he might be more German actually. Sarge casts a long shadow. He assembles us at the start of the Winchester War, the best fighting rats who came through the Avit horizon. He made us a unit. I don't think hard R is a German thing though. He adjusts his whiskers, but they had no respect. We were expendable. To get better contracts, we had to be respectable. So he found a rodent who officer class to lead us. Part hamster, I think. He sighs. And that's where it all went wrong. He lapses into silence and will say no more. Alright. Well, I would like more whales. And I don't mind villainy. So, to get to hunting club, I actually need to sweeten these folk a little. $100 sovereigns. Cool. Mounted and delivered. The stout veteran refuses to touch it. In my day, we never had nonsense like this, you know. It was all marsh wolves and ambulatory fungus. Good sensible hunting. I mean, what even is this? I feel like it's watching me and it doesn't even have any eyes. Jenkins, put it somewhere I won't see it. Alright. Visions of heaven. That's for souls. Have I even been here? I don't think so. I think I ignored it so not to get any terror depleted because I had none. Relaxing stroll around the village. I have airs of Port Avon. That's supposed to mean. Attend the service at the church. It's a small church with the whitewashed walls. From within you hear the show drone of a Sunday sermon. Oh, Sky Story. Congregation. The congregation is a mix of attentive locals sitting primarily at the front and visitors perched at the back. The accordionist coaxes them into an attempt at Judge Eternal throned in splendor. Hmm? Allotments. And fenced plots across Port Avon, grizzled horticulturalists tame the rampant vegetation of the ridge. An intriguing specimen. The contents of the allotments are unlike familiar vegetables, but it helps to look for the similarities. That bulbous squash is too lumpen, too spotty, too purple to be marrow, but it is more like a marrow that it is like a cucumber. The little fruits clumped on the serpentine vines are certainly not cherries. Cherries are not hairy, but they are closer to cherries than they are to, say, kiwi fruit or otters. Call it a marrow then. Call them cherries. It helps somehow. The gardener, mistaking your cognitive reshuffle for hunger, offers you a handful of freshly dug, papered, tiger-striped roots. Let's call them carrots. Well, no longer welcome. Great. Let's trade some stories again. Just want to maybe lower my terror a bit. So I can get specimens from Port Avon too. Specimens, souls. Nice place. Though you have to spend some gossip. How much was it? Above a golden nebula is fierce in the sky. Amber light doubles the curving lanes. Locals nod to you cautiously as you pass. A light dazzle of silver rain brushes the village. Its beads are bright and tiny as pin's head. I don't think it was much. Could I repeat that? 54... 53, really? It was 1%? Like, this is what I'm fucking talking about. It was just a waste. God damn it. Was there anything? I think that's how we get some stories. And I haven't tried everything. Devil's Confession. Satirical Tale. Oh, Terror has fallen. By 5. Which is not terrible, I guess. Sky Story. Sky Story for this. Sky Story for Eyes of Heaven, as I remember. I think Tale of Terror for The Well. Vacant Throne, being a tale of political inevitability from the perspective of Empire. Let's see what's this. Sky Story again. Oh, I forgot to actually read it. Whatever. Another silent century passed. Upon the throne, the king's corpse withered and sagged, mold devouring, and the incarnate robes. Then a sound. The door opened. A woman entered, young, scarred, a woman, a sword in her hand. Behind her were more men, more swords. About time, thought the throne. Kinda want to continue though. Just exploring what it can be. Corpse at the window, being a sinister tale of familiar duty and intimate horror. So sky, terror, sky. This one, Tale of Terror. It's a bit of a expensive way to cure your terror. Amelia looked through the glass. Her sister had returned. In one hand she held a necklace of mighty diamonds, dug from Doyen's grave. From the other dangled the corpse of a doe. Around the Catherine's stretched throat, Amelia could still see the rope marks, while white and neat as a hussar's collar. Uplifting. And the last one, the Parson's Cookpot. Being a darkly comic tale of domestic misbehavior and unusual appetites. Sounds like either going to be a tale of terror or it was with the bloody finger. Some kind of secret. No, just tale of terror. The ladle steamed. Another portion? Asked the parson's wife. Why not? Constance replied and raised her brow. The parson's cookery was old and pretty. His chair was comfortable. His house needed only modest improvements, mostly in the area of the curtains. Perhaps he wouldn't be missed, but no one would ever find his remains, as long as Constance finished the stew. Lovely. Alright, time to head out. Oh yeah, switch weapons. See how this is going to help us. I don't know, I could now, since I've reduced a bit of terror, go to Port Prosper first. Deliver munitions. And use one munition for a blast. Man, I'm packed. That's what sucks. Yep. I mean, Winchester is right here. Yeah, let's go to Winchester first. I just need to unload. Got my munitions. I won't have to visit Avon once more. I don't think I got any terror reduction from visiting the port again. Haven 1. So okay, right now balance It's on the side of rebellion, as I... It actually changes on itself, it seems like. It's been like 15 before. Still, let's help still lives for now. You're not where you thought you were. The sky is wrong. This is not where you were meant to be. What is the trick of the mist? Was a wind carried you astray? Have the heavens themselves turned on their axes? What are you talking about? I'm next to a port. Painstakingly retrace your path. This will cost fuel and time. To fuel. Push forward into stranger skies and hope that someone beyond you will find familiar territories again. Layers of terror. You have not earned the wrath of the waste wave. It's dangerous to just lose fuel. I'm not sure, was it? Maybe they sell it at the port. Still, I can't fucking terror. Ugh. Back on track. You pick your way back across the sky while the hours tick by and your crew grows fretful. Eventually your chart and your surroundings align again. You continue your weary journey. Sky story. It is not the date that it was. Okay, they don't sell fuel. That would be embarrassing to just be out of fuel next to a Winchester port. Here you go. Port reports. I don't have much actually. Okay, I could get a permit. Just one. Invitation to the Eternal Mosque at Perdurance. I don't think it's probably a port I haven't seen. Let's get a permit. Maybe I will use it at some point. Are you? Of course! The fraud general manager doesn't even bother to ask you any questions. Just the one, is it? we got back. So I haven't tested my weapon. So I want it to be stored for now. I could sell souls, I could sell time, or I could use time for a trip to London. Was it London? Albion? Yeah, it was Albion, next to Port Prosper. And since I'm going there, I could yeah, I could do it. So selling souls. Oh, new prospects. Hours for the Circus Ringmaster. Well, I could buy them at Port Prosper. Seats for Port Avon. I could buy seats from Port Prosper too. So that's a good trip. Up to 5 barrels of unseasoned hours. That's a lot. And up to 3 sacks. So I only have one slot for the device. What would be better? Mining, maybe? Or hold. It's fuck. Hold would be nice. This alternative fire. The sunbeam strikes along the world, a swift rocket that can be detonated at range. What it lacks is accuracy. It more than compensates for in spectacle. It must be mounted in a large weapon slot. Blast damage and damage. Interesting. Hmm. wish I could buy this straight away so I won't spend extra money. And selling is a half price. Yeah, this guy, maybe he can get us some more coin. Escort the incautious driver to their family doctor. Oh. A silver plaque here on the doctor bearing only a name indicates this is as the address of the New Winchester's most exclusive practice. An immediate appointment. While the doctor conducts her examination of the driver, the driver asks you to update their old records with their current employment. You take a moment's pleasure in the driver's ridiculous middle game and pass over the field on gender, straightforwardly crossed out. Their address was last an eyebrow-raisingly prestigious New Winchester townhouse. You amend it to the name of your locomotive. They like genderless characters, so like ambiguity with the gender theme for some reason. Very much. It's like a second character in this game, and before there was one in Sunless Sea. I don't know why. Ah, the doctor says, peering into the driver's ear. A case of verdancy, a fungal colonization of the brain, not uncommon in the rich. You've noticed uncharacteristic impulses, changes in behavior. She eyes the driver's skysuit and scars. The driver nods. Yes, the spores root deeply in the brain. Attempts to extract them have had less than satisfactory results. I'm afraid the best prescription is to entertain them, take them where they want to go, see the things they want to see. Typically, a little travel does the job. They'll soon lose interest. Nice. Mushroom brain driver. The smoggy, clanking, singing, stamping, runging, frantic heart of the rich. Oh. It's just a city. I don't think there's anything, and the hell am I supposed to do? Nothing. Nothing at all. Well, okay. Since we didn't get any money, kinda want to save up for a better cargo hold, since it's like the best so far. I'm still going to get it anyway. I could just save up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So to not waste money. Okay, 4 fuel, 3 supplies. No, it's 4-4. Whatever. Ding ding ding. Oh wait, that's red. Oh fuck. I thought here's that rock. Well, doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, new level. Okay, we don't have any additional stuff anymore at the first one. Okay, because there is no such thing anywhere. A spell in prison. The judge, stony-faced, condemned you to the Great Game. Once London crawled with agents of Paris, Vienna, Istanbul. Now in the heavens, the old players must find a new purpose and new enemies. I like this sound. Steam suit, you spend much of your time at the engine yards, watching locomotives being built, repaired and decommissioned. Let's go to a Great Game. Much espionage was amateur or at best semi-professional. There were few trained agents. Instead, you were an asset recruited for your temperament and position. Who was your target? Foreign powers, domestic threats. You worked secretly to keep London free from the machinations of her ancient jealous rivals, or the state was increasingly concerned with ideological threats, revolutionaries with their hidden printing presses and their homemade bombs. Well, since our character is a rebel himself, so would be weird if he fought against them. Cool. There's something on the way. Well, I guess bank makes sense. So you could change the parts, like for mining or for butchering. It helps, rather than just sell and buy all the time. Homestead. Okay, previously I failed searching a homestead. Abandoned house. It gives you 2 supplies. You find bottles. Booty! You find bottles of homemade wine in the cellar. Pots of meat pickling under the soil by the doorstep, and salvageable tools in an overgrown shed. Modest treasures that could mean the difference between life and death if your fortunes turn. So this is like the part of randomly generated occurrence, I guess. Cuddles cone. Interesting. An abandoned signal box. Okay. Why would somebody store a cache? Not even on the way of paths, it's just in a dead end, kind of. And really far away from the main road. Oh nice, Vision of Heavens, that's expensive story. A recent entry. The handwriting is poor but legible. Captain Rowley deposited materials for hull repair to pay back their debt. There is a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain writes of a vast object that drew a burning arc across their path. It seared a line into their vision and the navigator's heart. She insisted on trying to follow it for days. Yeah, I want to try raiding it, but I don't have hold space. There might be a path here. That is a shortcut to Avon. If there is, I guess it makes sense. I also could carry all the instruments with me. The Red Brigade salutes memorial. True inspiration, says Singer. So I could have increased hull and have all instruments with me. It's like 3 of them. And then swap them. I can actually swap them only forwards, but still, would be nice. Oh, a battle between rivals. They are dumb. It will take a shit ton of time until one of them wins and one dies. Nobody even having smoke. And they just part ways. Cool. Damn it. Stop. Fuck. The Oathbreaker. An argument breaks out between two crewmen. I don't like how just casual things happen in the middle of the battle. One owes the other money but cannot repay it. Unfortunately, the debt was sworn on the name of the borrower Bellow, a roving god of the deep skies and keeper of compacts. The borrower has a low opinion of Oathbreakers. The crew mutter darkly. They fear that this will bring them bad luck. Banish the Oathbreaker. Cursed or not, removing him will please the crew. What do you mean by banish? Just throw him out of airlock? Take on and pay the Oathbreaker's debt. Yeah, I mean, he can borrow money from somebody else and pay. Skyfarers have invented 1,000 ways of to placate the borrower. For she is liberal with her displeasure, one allows a new person to take on the promise another made. Punish them both. You will not tolerate such superstition, nor will you allow personal disputes or to impair the smooth operation of your engine. Kinda like the third one. Putting the matter to rest, You put them both on half rations, that shuts them up. The rest of the crew mutter, but pleasingly, don't dare do it to your face. You are increasingly a figure of terror to them. Your discipline is swift, your mercy is short. Well, it didn't really give us anything that's important. Yes, finally. Cargo. I really don't like a random cargo. Oh. Nameplate. I wonder if I would have gotten it if I haven't chose this option. No for you, bud. God damn it. Really? Stop. Oh, that's bad. Oh boy, I lost a lot of hull. The massive guns that not are finally on sand. The Hulk hangs the firmament like by the hold rummage in the kitchens. Logbox. Sovereigns and invitations to perdurance. That's actually not bad. Getting an invitation, I think, costs you 3 stovepipes, favors to get. Not sure what it does, but must be good. Inside, after some deft work with the bolt cutters, are a series of documents, crisp white ministry stamped documents. Some are promissory notes exchangeable in all reputable ports in the skies. Another is an invitation to the eternal musk on perdurance, where London's finest dwell within a single day. And I hope I won't sink just like that. New facets available. Narrow escape. That's interesting. It's like little achievements you can get. So when I level up, I will have a little story that I can use to better level up, I guess. Does this guy know that I killed his friend? repair myself somehow. It was a really poor battle on my part. Selling munitions. Bada bing, bada boom. They even give me some supplies. Fortunes 10. Huh. Get literature. Ah, the seat bargain no longer available, seems like. Chairman, the parsimonious chairman of the Windward Company is looking to outfit a dozen more. Yeah, I read that. The parsimonious chairman is apparently delighted and pours you both an almost, but not quite, indecent measure of brandy. So good to do business with the Sky Captain with an eye to the future. Alright. Port report. Is this something new? Located at the edge of the West End, overlooking the bridge, the gaudy widow promises unpretentious delights for most of the family. Although out of fashion in the New London, the bored amusements of pantomime and vaudeville still carry favor with the well-heeled of the West End, though they are, of course, careful to never enjoy themselves too much. She's behind you, a poster reads. What japes? Enjoy yourself. This is good, honest theater. Retain your dignity. You might venture a comparison to Molière, if you feel moved to comment at all. You applaud politely at the appropriate moments. You make a witty comparison between the arguing suitors on stage and the floating parliament before Her Renewed Majesty had the good sense to divest it from London. All is going well until the wretched Visor makes a reference to social climbing sky captains. There are several eyes on you from above the bellow. A gunshot in the night, pistols in the morning. The West Enders close ranks. Tolerated by the prosperous West Enders. I guess I would have lost reputation. Maybe it's like you can't go lower than tolerated. Well, was an attempt. I don't have much hearts. I guess we could grab a settler. Really? You have to give them sky stories? Well, I have a lot, so... Encourage others to seek adventure. Crowd gathers to listen your tales, your stories of daring escapes and fingernail victories go down almost as well as the whiskey. Ambition dawns in several bloodshot eyes. Some might even follow through on it when sober. We'll now be able to offer another settler transport. I'd appreciate if you took me to Traitor's Wood. I'm in the mood for... Oh, that's the same stuff. But not this. If you'd be so kind, could we do some hunting on the way? The Chorister bees have been attacking again. I'll pay you for the trouble of killing them, of course, but only if you do it quickly, and only if you harvest a stinger for me. So it's like a bonus quest. No idea where is Traitor's Wood. And also no mention of it, of a secondary objective. I'll just have to remember, I guess. Windward Company is thrown open its doors for a celebration of itself. Maps of tamed, industrialized reach line the walls. A model of an upcoming dreadnought sparkles in a glass case. Outside, children are encouraged to throw rotten fruits at the cardboard effigy of Takeshi Jack, with windward stamped prizes of the best aim. Oh, nice. I'm losing reputation with techie ties though. But they both... I've increased reputation with them both, even though most of the time it if you gather some reputation from one faction, you lose the same amount from the other. Or maybe never mind. Maybe it's always like this, because if you combine the numbers, it's 100. So yeah. Just as long as I am in the middle, as long as it's around 50, I'm happy. Yeah, I don't want publicity on that. Got gratitude, reputation. And 25 for each. That's a pocket change. You can get stamped permits for 3 of them. Yeah, I should save them. And I can't buy seeds, which I wanted to. But the other trade trip. Yeah, hours. I could go to Albion on the second in the second class. I'm not sure what I'm going to find there, but it's what should I even bring? But yeah, it's time for me to actually end now. Yeah, that's in 3 hours, 20 minutes. Yeah. A bunch of things to do. Soon we will have ourselves a better hold. I don't think buying a new ship, I mean train, is that of a great upgrade. I will try to focus on the actual like weaponry and stuff. Alright. So until tomorrow. Wait, what? You can't currently save either because you are undocked on port or you're mapping in the middle. Never mind, it was auto-saved a few moments ago. Bye!